Hello, it's Robin Norgren. Welcome back. You are here because you are new to herbal medicine. And just like me, you are trying to get into this world because you know it would be of benefit to your health and your just overall well-being. And you have so many things to choose from. Where do you start? So then you choose this channel because I am showing you step by step how I'm walking myself into herbal medicine. So if you've seen my other videos, I'll make sure and put them down below in the show notes. We are going through first the 9 main herbs that you probably have in your kitchen right now that we want to take from just simple seasonings to actual herbal medicine. So let's go ahead and get started. Today we're going to be talking about rosemary. And so we are being inspired by this book, Rosemary Gladstar's Medicinal Herbs, A Beginner's Guide. It is a beautiful book. I highly recommend it. Like I said, it is easy to get into, beautiful pictures, and just a lovely way to just kind of like, I don't know, like a hug. Like, it's not going to be that hard or that overcomplicated as you think. You just start slow and you keep going, okay? So here's what she says about rosemary. She says, she, of course, is named after Rosemary, and she has 2 grandmothers that also have the name Rosemary. And she says, rosemary, the herb, is native to the Mediterranean. It grows freely in much of southern Europe and is cultivated throughout the world. It means dew of the sea in reference to the plant's natural habitat on the warm, sunny hillsides bordering the sea. All right, so let me give you a look at what it looks growing in the wild. Gorgeous. Okay, it's a little flowering on it. And then, of course, what we've probably traditionally seen looks like that. Okay, so how I usually structure this is I give you a little more information about, first of all, I give you a definition of, how we would describe rosemary if you've not ever seen it or used it before, then where or how you would grow it, what the medicinal value is, and then also some recipes that I'm interested in trying. Okay, so next step, growing rosemary. The author says she grew up surrounded by large rosemary bushes that thrived in the warm, sunny California farmland. I did not grow up nearby it. Let's see. It says, a rosemary plant is best cultivated from a root cutting or stem layering. It loves fertile soil and full sunlight, though it will tolerate some shade. Water thoroughly and don't let the soil dry out completely between waterings, but don't overwater either. To have a really happy rosemary plant, mist the leaves weekly with a diluted seaweed spray. Rosemary planted outdoors, in parentheses she says it does well in zones 7 to 10, it can live to be quite elderly, so give it a place in the garden where it can thrive for many years. It can stand a little cold weather, but generally will need to be covered and or brought in if temperatures dip below 40 degrees, though some hardy plants can withstand colder temperatures. Trim back any dead branches, and she says that we often cut back rosemary plants quite severely, removing 1/3 of the tops in the late fall before bringing them in the winter. And I would say I am in Ohio now. The temperatures have been in October. It's starting to hit the 40s, 30s, so it would definitely not be a time to have it growing outside. All right, so it says the parts that you use are the leaf and the essential oil. And its safety factor, it says rosemary has a long recorded history of use and few reports of toxicity or side effects. All right, medicinal uses. Rosemary is a legendary brain tonic, improving concentration and memory. What? Improves concentration and memory. Comment below if you already knew that. I did not know that. It enhances the cellular uptake of oxygen and is a mild, uplifting stimulant. It has been long valued for its ability to ease headaches and migraines and relieve mild to moderate depression. It is also a well-known circulatory stimulant, useful for problems associated with the cardiovascular system, poor circulation, and low blood pressure. So problems associated with the cardiovascular system, poor circulation, and low blood pressure. Research shows that rosemary contains high levels of rosmaricin, which acts as a mild analgesic, and antioxidants, which together make it useful for treating inflammation, such as arthritis and joint damage. Whether you use fresh or dried, it's a good digestive aid, facilitating digestion of fats and starches. You guys, story time. I can remember, we don't do a traditional Thanksgiving anymore for many reasons. One of the reasons being we just don't have a really close-knit family. The family doesn't seem to want to bond together and all that kind of stuff. Now, mind you, there's some family members that do. But for the time when we were living back east, most of our family was we were living back west. Most of our family was east, and it was just not doable, for getting together and things like that. And then the ones that actually lived nearby me on the West Coast never seemed to want to get together. So I say all that to say is it was a very rough time Thanksgiving wise. So we kind of changed the whole dynamic of how we do Thanksgiving. So we don't do a traditional Thanksgiving anymore. But one of the very last times that we did a Thanksgiving meal, my husband was in charge of the turkey, and we had to go to probably 2 or 3 different stores looking for rosemary. He was in his mind, we were not going to make turkey unless we found the rosemary. So every time I think of rosemary, that's what I think about when I think of rosemary. To find that it helps improve concentration, memory, eases headaches, eases migraines, relieves mild to moderate depression. I mean, you guys, how is it that we have gone so long, and everybody talks about this, right? We should be using the medicines from the earth, that rosemary has this many benefits: antioxidants, useful for treating inflammation, arthritis, joint damage, facilitating digestion of fats and starches. I mean, why every single meal, especially when you're of a certain age, I'm in my 50s, should be with rosemary. Okay. So enough about that. Rosemary is definitely going to be something I need to start incorporating in my diet. And I'd love to hear your stories with rosemary. Even give me some recipes that have rosemary in them, because the only thing I can think of when I think of rosemary is the Thanksgiving turkey. All right. So there's some recipes here, as always. The author is really good about offering this. There is a rosemary lemon thyme tea. Okay, and as I mentioned before in previous videos, I'm not a tea drinker, so that would probably not be something I'm going to try. The brain tonic tincture. It says that her students report they see improvement in their memory within 3 to 4 weeks beginning this tincture regimen. Okay, put a pin in it for a second. I have to do a video on the 10 supplements that I am taking right now, because again, I'm very mindful that I'm probably not getting the supplements I need in my food. Very sad to say, but it's probably true, and you as well. And so I've been trying. One of the reasons why I decided, well, I'm just going to start down this journey is because, for example, I am taking a brain performance support supplement, right? And, to get rid of the brain fog that can tend to come with menopause, right? And here we are, brain tonic tincture. It has 1 part ginkgo leaf, 1 part gotu kola leaf, half a part of a rosemary leaf, a fourth of a part of peppermint leaf, and brandy. And so it says to prepare this tincture with the herbs and the brandy. And then it gives some instructions on how to use it and how often to use it. Again, as you've seen in prior videos, to turn it from just something you're using occasionally to actually using it as medicine. So again, this is going to be one that I am definitely going to try. I will put a video up soon when I try it and start to document that for you. Yeah, that is all I have to share about rosemary. So again, if you have any questions or you have an herb that you would like me to research, I'm happy to do that. Put that in the comments below. tell me what it is that you're using. Are you using rosemary in a certain way as a medicinal alternative? I'd love to hear about it. Also put that below. And then, of course, could you please like and share this if you think someone would be very interested in going along this journey with you or me, or maybe they're like I was, very scared to just get started. And hopefully this conversational way that I'm going about it will be something that is encouraging to you to start this journey with me. All right, well, I will see you around, and I think the next one that I'm going to talk about is sage. So make sure turn on your notification bell so you'll get that next one.